The lost little lamb. Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley surrounded by green hills, there was a kind and loving shepherd named Eli. He took care of 100 sheep, each one precious to him. Every morning, he led them to fresh pastures, and every evening, he counted them as they returned to the safe fold. Among Eli's sheep was a little lamb named Livi. Livi was curious and adventurous. She loved to explore, always running ahead of the others. One day, while the flock was grazing, Livi saw a bright butterfly fluttering through the air. She followed it, hopping over rocks and skipping through the flowers, until, oh no! She realized she had wandered far away from the flock. The sun began to set, and Livi felt scared and alone. The wind whispered through the trees, and strange noises filled the air. "Ba, ba," she called, but no one answered. She curled up under a bush, feeling lost and afraid. Meanwhile, back at the fold, Eli counted his sheep. 97, 98, 99, oh no. One is missing. He looked around and knew right away, it was little Livi. Without hesitation, Eli grabbed his staff and a lantern. He left the other sheep safely in the pen and hurried into the darkening hills, calling, "Livi! Livi, where are you?" His voice echoed through the valley, but there was no reply. Livi shivered under the bush. Then, suddenly, she heard a familiar voice. "Livi!" It was Eli. She lifted her head and let out the loudest "baa" she could. Eli followed the sound, and soon, his lantern's warm light shone on the little lamb. "Oh, Livi, I was so worried about you," he said, scooping her up into his strong arms. "Come, let's go home." When they returned, the other sheep bleated happily. Eli was so overjoyed that he called his friends and neighbors. "Rejoice with me," he said. "I have found my lost lamb." That night, as Livi snuggled safely in the fold, she thought about how much her shepherd loved her. Even when she wandered away, he never stopped searching until he found her. Moral of the story: just like the shepherd in this story, God never stops looking for us when we stray. In Luke chapter 15 verse 47, Jesus tells the parable of the lost sheep, reminding us that God's love is never ending. No matter how far we go, He always welcomes us back with joy. The end.